In 1977, Irene Pepperberg, a recent graduate of Harvard University, did something very bold. At a time when many scientists believed that animals were like machines, unthinking and unfeeling, Pepperberg decided to try to find what another creature was thinking about by talking to it. She brought a 1-year-old African gray parrot she named Alex into her laboratory to teach him how to reproduce the sounds of the English language. She believed that if Alex learned to do this, she could ask him questions about a bird's basic understanding of the world. She succeeded in teaching him how to tell her about differences he perceived in color, shape, size, and materials such as wool and metal. Although she couldn't ask him what he was thinking, she could ask him about his knowledge of colors, shapes, and so on. Her goal was not to see if Alex could learn a human language but instead, to use his imitative skills to get a better understanding of bird cognition. How exactly does a scientist prove that an animal is capable of thinking? Certain skills are considered key signs of higher mental abilities: good memory, a grasp of grammar and symbols, self-awareness, understanding others' motives, imitating others, and being creative. Researchers like Pepperberg have documented these talents in a wide range of species, gradually changing our idea of what we thought made human beings distinctive while at the same time offering a glimpse of where human abilities come from. Studies have shown, for example, that sheep can recognize faces, chimpanzees use weapons to hunt small mammals, and dolphins can imitate human postures. Because of these studies, the idea that animals can think is no longer so fanciful. Many of Alex's cognitive skills, such as his ability to understand the concepts of same and different, have usually been considered to belong only to higher mammals, particularly primates. But parrots, like great apes and humans, live a long time in complex societies. And like primates, they must keep track of changing relationships and environments. They need to be able to distinguish colors to know when a fruit is ripe or unripe, Pepperberg said. They need to categorize things: what's safe to eat, what isn't, and to know the shapes of predators. And it helps to have a concept of numbers if you need to keep track of your flock, and to know who's single and who's part of a pair. For a long-lived bird, you can't do all of this with instinct, cognition must be involved. Is the ability to mentally divide the world into simple abstract categories part of the evolutionary drive that led to human intelligence? Charles Darwin, who attempted to explain how human intelligence developed, extended his theory of evolution to the human brain. Like the rest of our body, he believed, the brain must have evolved from simpler organisms, since all animals face the same general challenges in life. They need to find mates, food, and a path through the woods, sea, or sky, tasks that Darwin argued require problem-solving and categorizing abilities. Indeed, Darwin even suggested that earthworms are cognitive, thinking beings because they have to make judgments about the kinds of leafy matter they use to block their tunnels. The Darwinian approach to animal intelligence was rejected in the early 20th century, when researchers embraced behaviorism, which regarded animals as little more than machines. But if animals are simply machines, how can the appearance of human intelligence be explained? Without Darwin's evolutionary perspective, the greater cognitive skills of humans do not make sense biologically. Thus, our understanding has slowly moved away from the animal as machine model and back toward Darwin. And although we humans are the most creative species, building skyscrapers, writing poetry, and inventing computers, animal cognition research humbles us. It makes us realize that the roots of human cognition are very deep and that however advanced our intelligence may be, we are not alone in our ability to create.